Hey, happy Friday, everybody. Looks like Kevin's up in the mountains. So we'll see you next week, Kevin. Larry, Spray Bomb's here. What's going on, Larry? Hey, Torp, what's happening? Robbie Alltree made it. Great. Kim's running late as usual. I don't know where she is. She's somewhere. I'm right here, Robbie. I made it. I was 10 seconds late, I think. I apologize. I think we're on like a couple second delay. I don't know. Kick it off, have a sip. It sounds like Kim's coming. Hello, Blood. Give Blood made it. What's going on, man? I almost said your name backwards. I said, hello, Blood. No. Give Blood. uh, Daniel, what's happening? Randy Rye made it. There goes everybody else's chance to win a sticker tonight. Randy's here. Yo, Jesus made it. What's going on?
Comes in.
That'll be a two-way race. Yo, Big Job Ford.
Well. The gang's all here.
Well, it's supposed to rain really good for about, what, Kim, the next 4 days or something like that? 3 or 4 days?
I don't know.
There was a lot of great car shows and swap meets this weekend, too. The big one was at the community college, and it doesn't look good. It's going to rain. Everything's going to get washed out.
Too babe. Kevin said that he's in the mountains.
Yeah, I know.
I was late because the dog had to go outside.
She's late because she's tired and she's dragging her feet. Why are we dragging our feet?
Because I'm tired.
Why are you tired?
Because the Phillies were on.
Yeah, she was up watching baseball at what, 11:30 at night or whatever it was. They start those games too late. I made it to about the 8th inning. I'm old. I have to go to bed. She stayed up and then she was too excited to go to sleep. What did you say you were up till? 1 o'clock?
All right.
Paul White made it. What's going on? Don's Hot Rod Garage. What's happening, buddy?
Who let the dogs out? Yeah, I'm tired.
Oh, Two Babes a Braves fan.
Too bad.
Sorry,
too babe.
man. Attaboy, Harper.
One's here.
Martin Wright made it.
Martin Wright's here. Lonnie's here.
What's going on? Lonnie made it. What's happening, Lonnie?
Nope. Mrs. K hasn't been here. Nowhere. Don't know what happened.
Just gone. I had the truck did not strand me, but it came home with a problem again. It seems like every time I take that thing out, I can't find the fluid leak for the brake. I'm still looking. I have a theory. I think it's the master cylinder seal, and that's why it's a little moist and damp around the flange right at that where it connects to the hydro booster. And then down at the hydro booster, it's a little moist, but it's not. The hydro boost isn't leaking. It's not steering fluid. It's brake fluid. So.
Hey, Gerald Richards.
Thinking we're gonna have to open that up and get a master cylinder. I think.
Randy bought a Posse for his 55.
All right, cool. Posse, can't go wrong. I guess when you say it's for, do you have to put your own purchase on, Randy? Do you have to like move anything on it, or is it going to bolt directly up, you think? Or was it off a previous Tri-5?
Turlo cracks me up.
His show, yeah, he with his what do they call that, fish? I always forget how to say that.
I don't know.
It's his driving video. He's doing those this week. Is he in here? Where's he? No,
Two Babes said Turlo has some great videos.
Yeah, he's been doing a really good job.
Fish fry.
Yeah,
thank you, Robbie. I don't know. He cracks me up though. He's a little crazy.
Gerald Richards, man, you have to be to work in today's world. Just to have a little bit of fun, you have to get a little fun. Yo,
Hey,
Tim
Tim
Windsor.
Windsor.
What's going on, man? Thanks
Tim,
for
somebody
stopping
was
by,
asking
Tim.
about you.
Yeah,
Was
last
it
week.
Two Babe?
Yeah,
Two
last
Babe was
week.
asking. Uh-oh, Dom's out
Hey,
partying
chair
last
made
week.
it. Huh?
Dom was out partying last week.
Uh-oh. There's nothing wrong with cutting loose once in a while either, Don.
You crazy. Feeling so.
I rarely do that anymore. For me, the juice ain't worth the squeeze. I wake up the next day, I can't move.
I like singing, Robbie.
We used to do karaoke.
I sing all the time. I put on Alexa and just sing to the songs.
Yeah. See, it doesn't seem like karaoke's as big as it used to be. You really don't see it around anymore, do you? Was that like
that guy died?
Well, Rocky died. I mean, but I just don't hear about it that much anymore. It used to be big. It used to be at all the bars and everything.
Oh, that's good, Don. You should get out and have fun.
Nothing wrong with that, dude. You can't. All work and no play makes Don a dull boy. You got to take your bride out once in a while.
Hey, Pap's here.
Yo, Pap, what's going on, man? By the way, I have a few myself. We used to have a lot of fun doing it.
Big job.
I don't think you could do karaoke on YouTube because there's too many rights to the music. I wouldn't know how to even approach something like that.
Mr. B.
Yo, what's going on, Grady?
Martin writes guessing numbers.
I'm messing around with a couple different things, Jer. Yeah, I just, I still have a few chores. I kind of backburnered it. I had it out today. I took it down to my buddy's garage just to ride it around a little bit, just to get it out. But over the winter, we're gonna get the epoxy paints here, and we're gonna paint it over the winter at some point. And then Kim's gonna have to do her handiwork. She's gonna have to go out there and start practicing again. You haven't done anything like that in a long time. Hopefully, you can still do it.
Hey, Desert Rat.
Don't do this to me. She just does this. Oh, it's no problem. I can do that. But then trying to get her to do it's impossible. I'm gonna have to probably learn how to do it myself.
Girl, you'll be a woman soon. Isn't that from Pulp Fiction? Don't they use that song in Pulp Fiction?
Just now, somebody left you in the trenches, Don.
Talk to the hand, BW. I just shoo them. Shoot.
It's rough. It's not the way it used to be. People, not every. We're old school. It's like I was telling Kim that I go to work every day. I don't know how not to go to work. And a lot of guys they know how the attendance how the attendance program works, how many days you can take off, and I don't know how to do any of that stuff. I just get up and go to work, and then whenever I use the days they give me, and that way I don't have to worry about getting in any trouble.
Hey, Shop Cat. Turlo's here. Turlo, we were just talking about you.
What's going on, buddy?
We love your videos, Turlo.
What's dirt? Is it dirt fish? Is that the racing stuff you do, Turlo? It's dirt fish. I think it's dirt fish. Randy said fish fry. I think it's dirt fish. Is it dirt fish?
No, that was Robbie. I think he was making a joke, actually.
He probably was, but you know how punchy I can be. You guys will get me in trouble. What's happening, Chaz?
Dirt fish.
Yeah, that's it. Dirt fish. There it is.
It's Chaz. Hey, there's Chaz. I missed him. World famous Turlo.
World famous Turlo and his dirt fish racing.
That looks like it's fun.
It does look. You said that last year.
I know.
Well, it still
looks like
that
fun.
close. I would buy you a piece of junk to go ride around and do that. Something like your old RAV4. That would do that pretty good. With the
RAV4
all-wheel
was
drive.
no, it was too top heavy.
No, I don't have those anymore. I traded those with a guy. Or not trade them. I might have sold. I either sold them or traded them. We're always trading for parts. I still have the adapters though. He didn't need the adapters because he had the big old Ford style rear.
Yep, Randy, Flado in
Oh,
California
absolutely.
again.
Did you ever do anything with the big block heads? It was the heads I traded you with, right? Those were nice heads.
You could have had something else though. You could have had something else from that auction,
Oh yeah,
but you were too cheap.
I wasn't too cheap.
You were too cheap.
You know what? If one of those ever comes along again, I'm going to spend so much of your money.
No, see, it didn't matter because you didn't know it was in there.
It was a mystery box. I did. There was no way to know that there was one of those Don Garlits.
Hey, his doghouse is here.
Yo, Andy,
PPSS is here.
Yo, and my buddy Rick made it to defend me.
That's right, Robbie. Squeak. That's not the chair you hear.
That's cool, Jared.
That's Brian's cheapness.
I am not cheap. I had good money bid on that. We had it was like $120 bid on that box. And it's like they won't show you what's in the box. And then that kid pulled that Don Garlits tack out of that box. I about died. I'll never forget that. I tried to trade him them heads that day. No, I think I'm going to keep this. It's like, dude, I've been looking for one of those for like 6 months.
No, we didn't go to Hershey.
Have a sip.
I told him he could go. I told him he could go to Carlisle because it was on our anniversary, but he didn't want to go. He was off that day even.
I should have went to Hershey though. I should have went up there. I got to get a hold of Jay to see if he got Mike's hinge first.
Give Blood saw a video of a 57 that had a clear glass jar under the dash near the emergency brake. What is the jar for?
Clear glass jar under the dash near the emergency brake. I don't know. Don might know. Don, why would there be like a clear glass?
Well, one said washer fluid.
It could be. Washer.
That's what Robbie said too.
Maybe somebody put. It's probably homemade.
Vacuum ashtray, loose chain, a spit jar, moonshine. You guys are quick.
The washer jugs, they're made out of metal, right? They had a vacuum in one side and a thing coming up. Don, didn't you have a video on that on the washer just recently? And one of your videos went through the washer.
one did your accent in spelling. Washer fluid.
Washer fluid.
Washer. Urinal.
Wash rag. Do you use a wash rag?
It was the catch can for the vacuum ashtray.
That's what it was.
There you go. You knew Don would know.
Don knows.
Don knows. Don knows 55s.
That was a 57.
A 57. I'm sorry. Don knows.
Smoking was big back then, so they had they would make as many intricate things as they could to that revolved around people in their cigarettes.
Radiator.
A pea jar. Mike said it was a
Somebody else said the urinal. Randy Ryan said urinal.
Well, you ain't got time to stop. Extra shot for the road.
You know how they say Bo knows sports? Don knows gassers.
Yeah. Don knows tri-fives.
Tri-fives. There you go. I couldn't think of I'm tired. And I got a flu shot yesterday, so yeah, I'm really tired.
Wow.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain here tomorrow too, Bleezy. It was beautiful though today. It was really nice. It's a little chilly out now. Vacuum ashtray. Did they suck?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you the things you find out on this old stuff. I didn't know that even existed until we just had the conversation. I learned something new every day, and I guess now I know that they had a vacuum catch can for cigarettes for the old Tri-Fives.
Thanks, Big Job.
I'll bet you.
Hey, BBK's here.
Yo, what's going on, Gorney? I'll bet you Jay got one. He probably got one somewhere. You got an NOS catch can for a... Yeah, I bet he does.
It's about, well, let's see. What's the temperature here now? It's 57. It was a little chilly when I took the dog out. What?
That's not good. Your computer is now polluted with a bunch of cookies that you didn't want one.
That's Mick. One. Pug's cat is named Mick.
He sure does, Jared. I was just down to see him a couple weeks ago. He's got a bunch of, I don't know if any of you guys are looking for anything, but he's got a bunch of bell housings and engine parts and old NOS oil filters for both the top mount and the under mount for the 260. He's got a bunch of engine accessories. He's trying to sell off part of the building that he has built up. He's trying to get everything out of there. And right now he's dealing with all the old engine stuff. So if you guys need any bell housings or anything like that, you might want to give Jay a holler.
No, he hasn't done any Nova videos. I think we're going to sell the Nova.
Nah, we'll see.
We're going to sell it.
Nah, I might want to mess with it a little bit here.
No, he's not a great dancer. He sucks at dancing.
Who does?
You.
I'm an excellent dancer. If you're a guy and you're willing to dance, you're a good dancer, even if you're terrible. I don't care what anybody says. Because most of the time, guys will just stand there. That ain't cool. I don't really care what anybody
No, you're not.
What do you mean?
No, you're not.
Oh, well. Well, apparently I can't dance.
Fred is scared. That was good, Big Job.
Yes. I better see you put words like that in there. Ooh, I don't know. I'll tell you what, that big block ain't happy until it gets above 160. It hates being cold. It's cold blooded and it's like, and then once you get it out of its system, it's fine, but it doesn't want to run below 160.
No, it's not a lemon, Andy. It's just too much body work, I think.
Well, no, we got all the stuff, so I probably should fool with it. Maybe you know what it comes down to right now is real estate, Andy.
God, here we go.
What? It comes down to real estate. It really does. We just don't have the room at the moment. Don't start.
Hey, Mark.
She's starting. I could use this paddle for other things besides having people have a drink if you keep it up.
Everybody in this room knows that you were supposed to buy a shed for the past 8-10 weeks.
Well, I might just borrow your gazebo for the next 3 months. And I'm going to take that table and I was going to try to stick it in our other shed, but we'll see. We'll see.
A she shed.
We were talking about just getting a storage place for the winter too. I might do that. I was going to tell my son I would rent his garage from him and put the 55 in there over the winter. But I'll just rent a place around the corner if I have to, if it gets to that point. Randy told me to keep it clean. No spanking on the show. You're lucky. You're lucky this is G-rated. We saw a house today had one of those had a dome swimming pool. It had its own dome building. Was that glass or plastic or was
It was plastic.
Kim thinks it was it might have been plastic. It looked pretty cool, but I imagine you'd have to have heated water, even though you had that thing enclosed. Could you imagine?
It opened up. Did you see it slid open?
No.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It is. It's Friday the 13th, Robbie.
It is Friday the 13th. I thought about that when I was filling out the thumbnail for this. Like, ooh, but it's been a pretty good day today. Wasn't bad.
Except for work.
Well, Kim, you had to work. I got work done around here.
You cut the grass.
Wait a minute. I cleaned up the doggy messes. I cut the grass. I did 2 loads of your wash. I went to the dentist.
That's not work.
Oh, it consumes part of my day, you know. And then I had a doctor's appointment at 3:30, and I still went down to my buddy's shop. See,
Way to jinx it, jackhole.
one of my buddies was off last week, and the other one was off this week. I was going to ask them if I could put the truck up on the lift to see if I could check the brake lines better, but with one being off and the other being off, I ain't doing that. Maybe in a couple of weeks I'll ask them if they get done early.
13 is my lucky number, and Friday is the best day of the week, so it's a good day. Every Friday the 13th is a good day.
I guess it's a shop truck of sorts, Mike.
Yes.
Every time I take it to work, it comes home with a different problem, though. So I'm slowly working through them. You know, the main thing with that truck is it was just when something went bad on it, they didn't fix it. They would just do a temporary repair. Trying to think of a politically correct word. I mean, when I pulled the heater box out, you could tell that had been out because somebody got in there and they had a zip tie holding the cable on. And as soon as I saw that, I'm like, well, this is going to be an adventure. One of the pieces for one of the doors was broken because I watched a video, and I don't like to be critical of anybody, but I just watched a video of like how somebody else would take the heater box out, and the guy was taking the middle rod out, and he broke a whole bunch of stuff. You don't have to do that. You just got to find those 2 hidden screws, and then you take there's a vacuum control, and you open the other door, and it's one screw, and the whole thing lifts off. I don't know. I watched that video. I'm like, man, that guy really messed his thing up. But that's I'm not being critical of anybody. It's hard enough making a video, but.
Don, did you get a cat too? Did you bring a kitten home? You and Chaz?
Frank made it.
Hey, Frank.
I have to admit, I do miss having cats. And
You said we weren't going to get any more cats.
Well, you know how I am. I tell you something, and then 10 minutes later, you're going to do it anyway, and then I ain't going to care. She just shot me the bird. Look. Oh, wait a minute. No, that ain't the bird. That's what the Phillies were doing. That they were instead of flipping the bird, and I don't know how they were able to do it. I got to force it down. They were flipping their ring finger to go to the. Well, that was the last series before the Braves, right? They were doing that one. That was pretty funny. That's a pretty fun group they got.
So, what did you name your kitten, Don?
Yeah, I tell you, Pap, we had some great cats. My phone's buzzing in my pants here. Who's texting? Somebody's sending me a picture. Let's see. Oh, it's
Tommy.
Dawn.
Hey, Tommy was the name of the dog. If our dog at the. Aww.
There's Dawn's new cat.
Tommy was the name of our dog at the shelter.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome, Dawn. I do. I miss having cats. You don't realize it, and then they're not around. Like Kim said, the only thing we don't miss is always having to look at your feet when you open the door because they're always ready to get out. Except Junior, he would just sit on the porch. He wouldn't go nowhere.
That's a very cute little kitten.
Yes, it is.
If we didn't have our big dog, we could get cats.
Yeah, he just won't accept any other animals. We've tried a couple of different things, and it just won't work out. So we have to wait until
Did
it's his
Frank
time.
send you email photos of his dog?
I don't know. Let me go look. Which email, Frank?
Yeah, Don, I know. I've been taking my dog to the vet twice a week for laser treatments.
I seem to remember one from you a while back, but did you send one recent? Or are you saying you sent one recently?
Goldfish. Robbie, you have a big dog.
Yeah, no, you showed him in your video in the back. Our one dog's getting up there, Dawn. How's yours moving around? Because Kim just started taking Chooch to get what's that called?
Mhm.
Cold laser therapy, and man, does it really help him. It helps him move around a lot better. He was barely able to move, and she went and started getting him zapped with this cold laser, and ever since then he's doing a lot better.
155 pounds. OB. OB. Hey, Becky.
What's going on, Becky? Becky said, "Pass it to the right." A Newfoundland, a Newfoundland, Jay used to get them dogs. He had a couple of those.
Oh, that's nice, Lonnie. Your wife had an antique shop. Man, I love antiques.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's how our dog is too, Don. I have to pick him up to get him on the couch or the bed.
but he's doing a lot better since you started getting them cold laser treatments, and they're not too unreasonable. A couple $100 a month.
Randy's a
Wow,
dog daddy to a border collie.
Belgian
And
raw
he's an
food.
antique.
Yeah, they say their guts are built for raw food. I've read that before.
2 minutes. Oh, one's the new Mrs. K.
Yeah, but which one, Frank? I got Jed Clamp at 32 at
It's
yahoo.com.
either Yahoo or Google.
Google. Well, let me go to the Google one because it's not in the Yahoo. If you sent it today, I mean, let's see. I don't have any new emails. The last email I got is from myself for the live picture. For the
My
live.
dog, you have to like beg to eat, and then he'll bark at you all night for treats.
That's not every night though. Sometimes he's not hungry, and sometimes he just wants junk.
It's time.
Oh, well, I guess it is. I was like 1 minute late. Oh, okay. So we got a sticker and a refrigerator magnet for a number between 1 and 50. 1 and 50 for the sticker and the magnet. Go.
51. He's starting off slow there.
Oh, it'll get going, and then you're gonna have to really keep track. Here it
Yahoo
comes.
resent.
All right, we'll check that in a minute. Oh man, do you see how like it'll shoot all at once?
Becky.
Keep an eye on it, hon.
Where's Henry?
Henry hasn't been here in 3 weeks. I was hoping he would come in too, because I got a new friend request from him, but I'm still friends with him from before, so I got to make sure it's him before I accept, because they have a lot of the scammers. There it is.
Becky.
Becky. Becky wins. Number 3. All right, let it come into focus. Becky guessed the number 3. She was the first one, so we'll get those in the mail to you, Becky. Congratulations. You got a new refrigerator magnet and a sticker.
I thought you were going to say a new refrigerator. You got
a brand new refrigerator magnet. Good job. Way to go.
One, is your mom in here tonight? Where's Mama One? Uh-oh.
There's Henry. Henry, did you send me a new friend request on Facebook? Because I know we was already friends, and you know how sometimes people steal your thing and they copy it. But somebody saying your name sent me a friend request. I just want to make sure it's you before I hit the yes button. There's so many scammers on Facebook anymore.
Speaking of scammers, just trying to scam again.
Okay, Henry did. So I'll accept that right now, Henry. I honestly didn't. I didn't know. Let me see. All right.
No.
We're now friends, Henry. I've been wanting to ask you that for like, I don't know, about a week. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I should hit the button or not. Because that's what people do. That's what these, well, I don't know people, but these entities on the internet do. They copy your profile and then they they go to your friends list and send your friends new requests.
Oh, Becky, Chaz has stickers. She wants to pass them to Chaz because Chaz was making a joke.
Oh. He has some, and he can have more if he wants more, Becky. Don't worry about him. Don't worry about Chaz.
Chaz is his little kitten.
Oh. There we go.
I knew you were just kidding, Chaz. Ooh, that sucks, Big Job. A buddy of his got scammed today. $6,000.
Oh man. Yeah, you got to be really careful these days. These people are getting smarter and smarter on how to fraud you and stuff.
Hey, out of order. I swear there are many car shows down that way. He was kidding, Becky. He did that the other week.
What? Oh yeah, he pulled that scam the other week. And we sent him some stickers and a magnet. He's Italian. He's a grifter from way back.
Yeah, you better watch it. You better watch it. Hey, Euster.
Yo, Euster, what's going on, man? Chaz,
Randy, Chaz. I used to braid his goatee. Remember?
Yeah, Chaz is the guy in the back alley playing 3-card monte. The 3 cards that are all bent.
Well, your mail takes like 2 weeks to get there one. Remember I used to braid your goatee like Lou Albino?
Yeah. There it is.
Kevin went to Cruising the Coast. Did anybody else go to Cruising the Coast?
I meant to ask him. I was waiting to ask him if he actually got a chance to stop and talk to Dan and Danielle. I didn't know if he found them before they left.
Yeah, we still have it, Becky.
Kim's pretty organized with that stuff. We got a little spreadsheet and all.
Euster got breaks on the 55, not realizing that it changed the alignment.
Yeah, you have to realign. I've only got mine tape measured in. I still have to do a proper 1/8 inch toe in. I know I'm close. I did it with the tape measure, but I even have that tool in my cart for Speedway. I was just waiting a month or so. All those expenses for the Novus sheet metal came in. Was it last month? I was dreading it. Kim's like, no, it isn't going to be that bad. And then the bill came. It was pretty bad. I worked a lot of overtime to pay for it, though.
Shop Cat sold his Mastercraft mower today.
Oh, dude.
He's moving.
I know, but that's got to be hard to let go. I mean, I think that's one of the reasons. Like, Kim wants more property. I want more property, but the only reason I'd love would have is like I'd love to have a farm tractor, a real 8N or 9N, something just to mess around with and have fun with. I don't know why. I don't need it, but I guess that's really got nothing to do with it. Just like that kind of stuff, man.
What happened, Lonnie? Lonnie got 6 stitches in his little pinky.
That's like one of my late night videos. I watch Lord Muck because he does all that tractor stuff. Keeps you updated on all the new farm tractor stuff.
So, when are you going to start your channel? One's got to start a channel. Becky says they have a field of old tractors right along I-5. Come over and pick one up.
Oh, my goodness.
Exactly, Houston. That house is still for sale with the brick driveway. It's way out of our price range.
Yeah, I don't want to go in debt for a house. I don't want to pay $1 million for a freaking house.
Big job. Build that
I am going to. There's so many. Kim doesn't think I'm going to, but I'm going to. How many years? The 55 sat out there for like 6 years before I build it. I'll eventually get to it. I'll build it. That Ford N, they are everywhere, Pap. They really are. It's. I don't have room. I don't even have an acre. You know what I mean? It's like I have no room to even tool around and have fun with something like that.
Happy birthday, out of order. I don't think it's hard, Randy. I mean, you have to know how to edit. If I didn't have Brian, I wouldn't know what I was doing. He has to edit my videos for me.
It's not, Randy. I mean, I started, and I got poked fun at it first because I didn't know what I was doing. I just started it. Whenever you're making videos with your phone, you're supposed to do it in portrait. I was doing them like you do your shorts and whatever they call this one here. And it was like people are like, your videos are like this. And then I finally figured out I needed to go like this. And that was like 10 videos in. And then, at that point you start meeting people and because you're like real uptight at first, and you shouldn't be. You just be yourself and have fun, man. And it's like a lot of people got these ambitions of making it. Boy, would that be nice? But I mean, at this point, it's just fun. It's just for fun. It's like not everybody's going to be a vice grip garage. It would be nice, but
right, Chaz? I don't like editing. I get very snappy.
You do.
I do. I don't like it.
Well, I don't mind it especially when it's mine, because I could just go in. I know exactly what I want to do, and sometimes I'll do things twice so I don't have to edit so much in the computer.
GoPro does suck. Don says all his are done on his phone.
Yeah,
with very little editing. That's what I need.
Well, I here's the thing with I don't know how to edit with my phone. Jason's very good at editing with his phone. But he won't share what app he's using. I have no idea. I have to find a good editing app, and then I would probably use my phone a little bit more, because my newer GoPro, we have the Black 8, and we have 2 of them. I bought a second. The one I bought not even a year ago, it overheats within 5 minutes, and it's you got to wait till it gets all the way cold, and then you can turn it back on. It's a pain in the butt. And then I looked on Google, and I was reading articles, and everybody's having problems with that one. So I probably should have read before I bought it. But my first one didn't do that. and that's the one Kim uses.
Ooh.
And it's actually way better.
Monty's son accidentally stepped on his finger when they were installing garage doors. That's why he needed to get 6 stitches.
Ooh.
That sounds painful.
I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know if you can
No,
see that.
you can't see it.
I can't see that scar from when I was a kid.
You can't see it.
No, Kim said you can't see it, but it's kind of right there. Like I said, Chaz, my first one, it's still going strong, and I'm using aftermarket batteries on it and everything. But the other one is just like bleh.
How would an iPad work for recording? I don't know. We don't have an iPad. I'm not an Apple fan.
But I'll tell you, Randy, if you want to, you ought to do it. It's fun, you know. And it takes a while to get going, but you know, we have a nice group in here. I'll certainly come over and watch your video and subscribe to your channel. Sure, I would. Yeah, you know, it's
Bye, Pat.
take it easy, Pat. Take care, man.
Mike Mays is here. I missed Mike Mays coming
Yo,
in.
Mike, what's happening? Johnny Lemons. Thanks, man. I like the name.
Big Job has got a Cub 154 lowboy and a front end loader with it.
See, Ron has all the fun stuff. Ron's got all the toys. He knows what's cool. And you know what? He probably bought it because it was cool. And maybe you need to use it for work. That's fine, but come on, you bought it because it's cool.
That's right, Big Job. Apple pie only. Although we do have this. When I was out of work, we got this Mac book because you're supposed not to get viruses.
Well, I really like the Mac. I really like the editing, what's it called? iMovie. I like the iMovie on it. It took me a while to use it. My level 6 at work, Walt, he walked me through. I brought the computer in and he showed me the basics to edit, and he got me going pretty good. He's got real good. He does.
Bye, Spray Bomb.
Take it easy, Spray Bomb. He does like videos and photography for weddings. He does like professionally, so he kind of understands all the different. He understands a bunch of different applications and editing tools, and iMovie was one of them. So, and I'm still very basic on it, but I kind of know my way around. I can do certain things that I wouldn't be able to do without learning from them. So I'm grateful for
that. Monty wanted the needle the doctor was using so he could catch fish with it.
I like bourbon too, Shop Cat. A little too much. I have been lazy for the past month. I mean, there's no getting around it. But when your work day starts at 5 a.m, you know, it's the way it goes.
Don't be lazy like Johnny Lemons.
That's why I was answering them. Let me tell you something. One, they got a factory right down the street from my work, and I tell Kim every day when I'm driving home, it just stinks to high heaven like skunk bud. It's a marijuana plant, and they're supposed to have all these fancy scrubbers that get rid of that smell. And my brother-in-law is a police officer, and he told me that's how they find grow houses, because they stink. And that factory stinks to high heaven. I don't even know how they're getting away with it. I feel bad for the people that live in a block radius. And it's like 1.5 miles, 2 miles from my work. And I can smell it some days when the ceiling is real low for the atmosphere. And man, there's no getting around with it. It just smells like pure skunk bud.
Frank has a homemade tractor with Skoda parts.
Cool.
Yeah, Randy, you don't want that to happen. You don't want to be rich and famous.
Absolutely, Johnny. You got to get yourself it's all about self motivation.
Pennsylvania doesn't have.
It does, Randy. And it's like it's not when we were kids where you could have some and be okay. This stuff nowadays, they look at it under the microscope and stuff, and oh my goodness, I could never hang. I could not partake.
It would be good to come up with an idea that nobody's thought of that's popular.
For what?
A YouTube channel.
Yeah, but even YouTube's guilty of, they tell people, copy what works. I guess, and if you're ambitious and you're really trying to grow a channel I'd love it if our channel could support us, but let's face it, it's not going to. I'm not getting a paycheck from Facebook this month, the first one in a year. I'm a little short.
Chocolate flavored potato chips. That sounds good.
Oh man, yeah. I hear you, big job. What was it last week? I think it was actually the week before, like 2 weeks ago. I was telling Kim I went to go outside to go to work, and the smell of skunk was so strong. I turned around and came back in the house, and I use my dog Cole as a gauge. He knows if there's anything even around the house, he's going bananas. And he was going bananas about a half hour before, so it had scurried away. But man, it stunk, and I didn't want to go outside and get sprayed, so I waited another minute or two and made sure that the dog didn't see anything.
Right, Chaz?
Yeah, that's true. That's true, Chaz. But it is what it is, And our buddy Derek, he's living the dream, man. He's.
Bye, BBK.
Take it easy, Gorney. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us, buddy.
Yeah, our dog got sprayed once already.
Yeah, that was terrible. What was that, about 2 years? That was longer.
About 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah, I guess it has been that long. Oh, that was a terrible night. And it happened right before we were going to bed. Kim only let him out just to go to the bathroom so that we could make it through the night and get a good night's sleep. And the dog goes out there and goes right at the skunk, and it sprayed him right in the face. His eye still ain't right.
Well, that's what he gets for chasing small little animals.
I guess so. You think he's making that much, Don? I thought maybe more, but 50K, that's a lot. Because he's got O'Reilly's now and everything else, so it might be more than that. Well, YouTube, he's probably doing 50K on YouTube, but he's got, he's pulling down more than that with the TV program he's doing and pushing the O'Reilly store. They don't. I'm kind of depressed. They don't have O'Reilly's around me. They're not this far up.
Dork, we're just about 30 minutes east of the mushroom capital of the world, Kennett Square. Kennett Square, mushroom capital of the world.
Yeah, we got the same thing, Torp.
Root beer and rum. That sounds pretty good.
That's true, JC. I guess you got to have, put in the effort, but still, you got to have a personality and for it. And, you try to crack a joke. You're just trying to be like Vice Grip. Whoa, other people are allowed to be funny too.
Oh man, 3 times PPSF? No, thank you. They have that stuff on the infomercial stuff now. What's it called? Poof.
Which one, huh?
It's called Poof. It's like gets rid of smells.
Oh yeah. We still got that jug up there in your grandma's hutch.
This is new. It's like
Vice Grip Garage is just red green without duct tape. a nephew, maybe. But like hey, if you make, you got to work at it, and I guess you'll make it. I mean, had I tell you what, I could move a lot faster if I'd started this in my 20s, but they didn't have this in my 20s, or my even my early 30s. They didn't really have this stuff, and now they got it. I'm over the hill.
You're down the other side. What are you talking?
Yeah, down the other side. I could still bang pretty good at work and stuff. Whenever I got to get going, I can get going.
Yeah, the job getting in the way is a big part of it too.
Yeah.
If you could just, not have to worry about making a paycheck every week. Randy's famous already, just not for good stuff.
Yeah, well, hey, man, have fun. Yeah, like I said, the main thing is having fun. It's like that's the main thing. It's like Kim and I got something to do. It's like it's like a hobby right now. But hey, if it ever took off, that'd be great. You never know. But you have to do it. Oh man. You're close too, Rick. You're a lot closer than you think you are. Put a coat of direct to metal epoxy on that thing. Drop an engine in it, and go for a ride. It'll motivate you. I don't even have paint on mine. I'm gonna put some on it this winter, though. I have to.
And Lonnie stopped having birthdays. That's the smart thing to do. Just stop having birthdays.
Yeah, try to forget how old you are.
Robbie will appreciate this one. Somehow today it came up that Tony Basil is 80 years old. Wow. Mickey.
Yeah.
Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. 80 years old. I was like, what?
Don, the second half of that is why, for me too, I was saying that to Kim that before. It's like maybe someday, my kid or something wants to go back and remember his dad. There's some old videos on the internet you can go watch. Or, if I'm not around anymore and he finally has a wife and kids someday, he can show them their grandfather.
Poor Possum's daughter's whole house is in there. He can't even get to his car.
Oh man, that ain't cool, man. I guess, like I said, right now I ain't got no room to talk. I can't even walk in my garage, but that's just my own trash. It's my own stuff. It's gonna rain all weekend anyway. I think I'm just gonna work on my steering wheel. I haven't worked on that in a couple weeks.
No, you got to edit my video. That's going to be a bad one. It's not going to be like the last weekend's videos were real quick.
That's all right. It won't take us that long.
Oh, my God.
I wish I could go see my grandfather on a tape or something too, Dawn. All I got is a couple pictures, man. Uh-oh. Johnny Lemons is going to buy a gun. As long as it's for good and not evil, buddy.
Hi, Big Job Ford.
Take it easy, man. I appreciate you, Ron. Take care, my friend.
Where'd Martin go? He might have gone to bed. Martin hasn't said anything for a while.
He might. Well, he's on. It's like
I know what time it is.
What is it, like 4:00 in the morning?
No. It's 6 hours.
6 hours. It's still really late. It's awesome that he even can show up and say hello. That too, Frank, and that's helped me. I've gone back to look at my video to try to remember what the heck I did. I ain't kidding you, man. Because I mean, we're all being, I'm never, at least I try to be genuine, and I don't try to bull crap nobody. Like that 55, I never built a car until I did that car. So it's like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I just kind of do it, figure it out.
Hi, Mrs. Out of Order.
Hey, Mrs. Out of Order. What's going on? Thanks for coming in.
Randy's grandson just had his first karate meet.
That's pretty cool. I've been watching a lot of new videos lately, like going around and YouTube's starting to show me more and more. Sometimes you got to go digging to find some of the new guys. What's going on, Shotcat? Take it easy. Have a good night, buddy.
I know. Chaz told us it's his birthday. I said happy birthday to him. It's the old man's birthday. I call him, you're an old man too.
I'm not an old man.
I'm not an old man. He even sound like an old man. I'm not an
old man. You're only as old as you feel. Today I feel pretty good.
I don't. I feel like I'm about 80 today.
I think sometimes we all should do that, Frank.
You're not old till you're dead.
True enough. Fair enough, too.
It's Out of Order's birthday. Chaz told us about Out of Order's birthday.
Sometimes it's kind of it's fun, like to interact on like.
That's right, Chaz.
Like, I put out a lot of shorts, right? And like when I did the gas tank for the C30, you know, some of the younger guys are like, "Oh, that's a fuel pump." When I was putting the sender down into the tank, I'm like, "No, man, the fuel pump's on the motor. This is 1983." That a lot of guys, you know, because they're working on all the new stuff, so all the old stuff's foreign to them. So it's kind of fun to interact with those guys about that kind of stuff.
Randy says he should video his wife's antics.
Maybe. You know.
Don, you have to watch Chaz. It's the Navy's birthday, according to Chaz.
Yeah.
Bye, Floyd.
All right, Floyd. Have a good night, my brother. Take care, man. Well, it's getting late. I did start a little late today, so we're at 57 minutes and 42 seconds. So I think I was like 30 seconds late for starting today. Maybe a little more.
That's because I wasn't here cracking the whip. Make sure you start on time.
Well, you the last 3 weeks.
Well, because the dog has to go out right before he wants to go out right before.
Well, maybe you need to start moving a little sooner up there.
Oh, I had already had him out before, and then he wanted to go out again.
Oh, okay.
He's an old man like you.
Yeah.
Randy Ryan's wife's fingers flies a lot. Middle finger flies a lot.
You have a good weekend too, Dylan. I hope everybody does.
Yeah. I hope everybody has a good weekend.
I hope we have a good weekend.
It's supposed to rain. Again.
We'll find stuff to do. We got to edit your
video.
video.
You got to take your friend to the airport.
I got to take my buddy to the airport tomorrow. I'm going to definitely work on my steering wheel this weekend a little bit. I got to put out the second coat of that epoxy on a couple of them cracks. There wasn't enough in there.
Jazz. It was nice seeing y'all. Y'all have a good weekend.
A good y'all week. Come back and see us now. You hear?
You hear? You hear?
That's funny.
Oh, Henry's having a yard sale.
I hope it goes well, Henry. Kim loves going to yard sales and seeing stuff.
Bye, everyone.
Take care, buddy. Have a great one, Robin. Thank you for coming in.
I'm going upstairs and
get the dog. Get the dog. All right.
Till next week.
Yeah, till next week. I'm going to hold on for 30 more seconds because I always promise one.
There's a big old spider right here.
Uh-oh. I ain't chasing him down right now. All right, Becky, take care. Pass it to the right. Congratulations on the big win. We'll make sure you get you that sticker and refrigerator magnet. Buy something broken and fix it. That's what I'm doing with that old steering wheel one. I'm gonna give it a special treatment. Where do you guys see that? All right. Oh, no. Cancel that. I hit that wrong button, guys. All right. Till next week. Take care, everybody.